Hello everyone, my name is Doomfish, and in today's episode we are going to be talking about 3 different ways that you can use to find ancient debris in your world. So if you didn't know already, ancient debris is a resource that is found in the Nether that you can use to upgrade your diamond tools and armor into Netherite diamond tools, or Netherite tools and armor. And that is definitely something you're going to be wanting to do as of the 1.16 update, considering they have a lot more durability, considerably better stats for weapons and armor, and it's just generally very useful. So the 3 methods that we're going to use are utilizing TNT, which is going to be the quickest but the most costly method. We're going to be using beds, which are pretty efficient, and they still take up quite a few resources compared to some other methods. And then we're going to be using just normal strip mining, which of course is not going to cost you very much beyond a pick and some enchantments. And so yeah, let's just get into it. I mean, I'm going to assume that you already know the basics of what ancient debris is, and how you can use that to get your netherite tools. So the first step here for each of our 3 methods is going to be getting to a suitable Y level. So as you can see, I'm right above the lava lakes, and I am at Y equals 35. So we need to go about 20 more blocks down. And the way I would do this is to sort of get in an area where you think you're going to be surrounded by land, so like this is a good area, and we just staircase down, nice and slow. A fire resistance potion does help quite a bit. And as you can see, we're going pretty quick. I mean, I'm in creative mode, I can just sort of walk like this, but you can see, not encountering any lava, and once you get down to this layer, you're pretty much safe. I mean, there's going to be the occasional, like, 1 lava pocket, but, yeah. So we made it down to Y15 pretty safely, and that is exactly where we need to be for our first and fastest method, which is going to be using TNT. Alright, so for this method, you're going to want to be at Y equals 15, so we are right there right now. And the first step is to grab your pickaxe and just strip mine for some distance. I mean, just make a straight line, you don't have to make any branches in it, for maybe like 50 blocks or so. Alright, now that we got a pretty sufficient strip mine here, you can see all the way down there is where I started. All we're going to do is place 1 piece of TNT, count 3 blocks out, so 1, 2, 3, just 1 more, and then there's TNT. So there's a 3 block gap between each of these TNTs. We got 1, 2, 3, and place, 1, 2, 3, and place. And we're just going to keep on doing this until we get close to the end of our tunnel. Alright, so that's all of our TNT, and all we're going to do is, as you can see, I've got no armor on here. We're just bare naked, and we're going to light this TNT and run away. We shouldn't get too much explosion coming back to us. I mean, you can see we took a little bit of damage there. As you can see, it just keeps on going all the way down, like so. And it might get stuck there, which it happens. Not a big deal. But as you can see, we've got a pretty big little tunnel here. And so there's going to be lava regardless of where you go for this. We're just going to carefully sort of make our way down and look. And as you go, you can also go ahead and patch up these lava blocks, so, and like so. I can reach it. It's kind of tough sometimes. Want to be careful for sure. A fire resistance potion would be very helpful. And yeah, all we're going to do is keep on looking for that ancient debris, which I don't think there is any. I mean, there could be some hiding behind this lava here, you never know. It's worth just blocking it up. But yeah, it looks like there's not much here. So what we're going to do is just ignite the rest of our line here. Back up. You can see sometimes gravel does come down. It's a little unfortunate. It's not a big deal. And we get a pretty big exposed cave here. Remember, this was only 11 pieces of TNT, and this is what we got. It looks like we weren't too successful in our first blast here, but that's alright. I mean, it's very rare. I think it's like 3 in every chunk. I might be wrong. It might be more rare than that, but it's very difficult to find. So after your first one, all you're going to want to do is just head to the end of the tunnel here, or make a new tunnel, doesn't really matter, and find wherever Y equals 15 is, so that'd be right here, and go ahead and repeat the process. Just dig out a while, and until you feel like you've got a sufficient little tunnel here, and then go ahead and place in TNT. Alright, got another tunnel here, and I'm just going to light it, run away. Don't want to get too hurt here. And there we go, lags out a little bit, it's okay. As you can see, another huge tunnel, and look at that. There we go. First ancient debris, right here. And so this is definitely going to be your quickest method to find ancient debris. And as you can see, that didn't take me very long at all. We've already got, I mean, look at all the netherite, or netherrack that we have blown up here. And you can just keep on looking, keep on patching up these lava blocks, and keep on going until you find whatever amount you need. And so this method, oh, see, look, there's even more. So just from that blast, we've already gotten, like, what, 4 ancient debris? Oh, 5. This is a 3 vein. So this is the best method that I've found. But again, if you don't have access to a large amount of gunpowder and sand, this is going to be a very costly method for you. Alright, so the next method we're going to use that's a little bit lighter on resources is using beds. So as you can see, we've got full inventory of beds here, pretty much. And you're also going to need some slabs. And so what you want to do for first off is to head to y equals 13, so that's 2 lower than the 15 we used for the TNT method. And then just go ahead and make a strip mine, like we did before. Like so, and then it doesn't have to be too big here. Go ahead and head back to the start of the mine here. And then what you're going to want to do is just hold on this block right here, press left mouse, turn around, do the same thing on this block, so you get this sort of like, almost like a branch mine sort of thing going on. And then what you're going to want to do is place the beds back one further than we have here. So do that. We can just break 1 block here, break 1 block there, and then just go ahead and place the beds, and then replace this block. And this way, the beds are going to be as far away from us as possible. Oh no. And watch out for lava. Oh, that was close. There's always a chance of lava coming in, for sure. And so this might not be the best spot. That's okay. I'll maybe move ahead a little bit, show you what it looks like. Just because there's no point in go ahead and dying. So same thing here. Off to the sides, break 1, 1 more, 1 more, place the beds, and place the beds. Go ahead and replace this block right here. And then you notice I have iron armor on, and that's because this method is quite dangerous. I'm gonna get hurt pretty bad. To mitigate the damage you take and make it as low as possible, what you're gonna want to do is break the block right here and put a slab down so that you're as low as possible right here. And then all you're gonna have to do is right click on these beds, and you'll see I only take 1 heart of damage each time, which is about as good as you're gonna get. So then you can just break the slab. And yeah, you can see the explosion is quite huge here, and there is fire, so you're gonna have to be careful of that. And the lava is also gonna be a problem for you, just as it is with the TNT explosions. And as you can see from our first explosions, we did not get any ancient debris. That's okay. What you're gonna want to do is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 blocks away from where we exploded last time, and just repeat the process. So we dig out. Here, let's try on this side. Yeah, dig out more like that, and we're gonna put down more beds. Oh, there we go. So this is the 3rd set of beds as I've exploded, and we've found some ancient debris right here. Very nice. So yeah, this is a method that I would recommend if you really can't get TNT. Again, as you can see on my health, it kind of hurts a little bit, but not too bad considering I'm only using iron armor, and you probably have access to diamond armor at this point, so you might be fine. One thing again is it does take up a lot of inventory space here, so if you have an ender chest and shulker boxes, that's going to be your best bet. Alright, so our last method here is just going to be strip mining, and the pick I've got here is a efficiency 5 unbreaking 3 pick. I think you only need like efficiency 1, but definitely unbreaking will be helpful here. And all you're going to do is do a standard strip mine right here. Just for a certain distance. I mean, this gravel's pretty annoying. Definitely would bring a shovel here. And then once you have your mine sort of established here, what you're going to want to do is just on the sides here, go ahead and just hold left mouse. I mean, this gravel is pretty terrible. If you see gravel, I mean, you can just skip gravel. This is going to be a lot of area you're going to be covering. So go ahead and mine in a line here. Leave a space of 2 here. Do the same thing here. And then it doesn't have to be precise, too. I mean, considering how fast you're mining, I can just, go something like this. I mean, make sure you are keeping track of, you know, whenever you see ancient debris. You don't want to skip it up. But yeah, this method, I mean, you can already see is a lot slower than our other methods. We're not exposing nearly as much terrain here. Um, but you aren't going to be using... Oh, on hold there. You aren't going to be using barely any resources. I mean, if you have mending, which I would definitely recommend getting, you're pretty much never going to break your pickaxe. I mean, you might use quite a bit of durability on it, but you're not going to lose anything by doing this method, unlike the gunpowder or beds that you would lose using the other methods. And yeah, I'll see how long it takes me to find our first netherite here, or ancient debris rather. All I'm finding is gravel at this point. And there we go. After a little bit of searching, not too long, only a couple minutes, we have found another piece of ancient debris. Oh, it's a 2 vein. Very nice. And so yeah, that's a strip mining strategy right there. And either of these methods are going to get you some ancient debris, and you can definitely get enough to upgrade all of your gear after a little bit. But just from this, you can see what methods are the most effective. Alright, well there we have it. Those are 3 methods that I would consider using whenever you want to find some ancient debris. And if you found this video educational, or if you enjoyed the video, don't be afraid to leave a like. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.